Hey everybody, welcome to the TechHub.training tax road trips challenge solution for ALTERYX. Let's get started here. Open up ALTERYX. So when you first open up your file that you're gonna download, you're just gonna have these two right here, the data files, which includes the main one of all the clients, and then this is one that I just made, where you just have your location for your office. And so to get started, in the instructions, it will tell you that you want to make a map with points of all the clients. And so there's a way to do this. Since I said points in the instructions, you may or may not know to do spatial points. So before that, we'll do some regex. Well, this is one way to do it. Regex to break out the over here the location column into longitude and latitude. And so latitude is always first, and then longitude comes after. So I'm gonna parse first latitude, then longitude by doing a period, which is a wildcard, which will capture any character, and then the plus sign, which repeats it one or more, and then the comma right here. Since let me go back to actually, I guess I could just refer to it right here. Since there's a comma, so that it knows that okay, we're gonna in between this, and then the backslash s, because there's a blank space right here, and then after that we'll do the same thing to capture the longitude. I mean, yeah, and then same thing right here, and then we'll do a spatial create points tool on both, and we'll do the longitude. I just named it longitude and latitude, so whatever you want to name it, and so you just select that, and it'll fields our latitude, longitude, floating points, and then we'll do an append fields to just smash the data together, so that we will have the kind of source centroid and this is the regular centroid. I think so your source centroid will come from the top one, I think it was, but it'll be named it pretty much, yeah. And so then to create the lines, since it is also explained in the instructions, you want lines to each client's location. So to do that, we can do a formula tool with formula st_create line, and then the source centroid, from the source centroid to the centroid, which is our client locations. And we'll do just a report map, so that it maps it out for us. And it'll look something like this, with all those points. Then on the other instructions later on, we're gonna want to do measure the distance between our office and the clients, and so what you'll use is a distance tool right here, and then point. You're gonna be starting from the source and then to the centroid, and you can just leave it like that. And make sure this is it's usually in miles. That's the kind of like the default option. So just leave that there since we use miles. And then I just put a select right here to change the distance miles into a fixed decimal, 19.2, just to show the 2 decimal points, because I don't want all the extra numbers in there. And then I'll do another formula tool to calculate the mileage deduction, which is just a 0.63, which is explained in the overview in the instructions. So we'll do distance miles times 0.63, and then our child tax credits, which is just the number of children, times 2,000, since they're all qualifying children. And then this is a big if statement to calculate each client's tax on taxable income, their tax liability. So it's really long, but it's not that hard, really. So you just do that for each bracket, and then we'll do a summarize to get the sum of our total mileage deduction, and then a select just to change it to a string, so that I can add the dollar sign, which is what we want, just to make it look better, the dollar sign. And then down here I changed all the numbers, the columns that are numbers that do need to be numbers into I changed the data types into the double, or of course these two are fixed decimal points, since I want 2 decimal points showing, and then we'll just smash those together again just to have the total mileage deduction in there, even though it's repeating, but it's just nice to see it there. And then we'll output that data into a Excel sheet so that we can bring it over to PowerPoint, Power BI I mean. And so just right there, you just click on that down arrow that I just clicked on right there, right here. And then you'll just click on Excel, and then you just name it whatever you want and all that. And so we'll come right here, then open. So then we'll just do create a map, like explaining the instructions. And we'll just add the latitude and longitude so that it has a bubble for every location of the client. And to format it to like it says in the instructions, you just go to right here, click on this one, format your visual, bubbles, colors, and then click on this conditional formatting. And for the ones that are less than or equal to 100,000, red, and then they're going to be greater than or equal to 0. And then for the 600 that are over or equal to 600,000, right here, and you just add a new rule right here. Just click this button, and then same thing, just the max, which is like 100,000 or something, or wait, okay, I don't know why it's reversed, but it works, yeah. Because if you click on this, 600,000, and then I just made this table. You don't have to, but it's kind of asking for it in the instructions, kind of. It just looks nice, I think, in my opinion. And so I just formatted it, sorted it, by income. And so now, since it's connected to this data, we can just click on this person. It'll take us to their location, which is kind of nice. Then to show the income, and then children. Or just unclick on that, yeah, children. And if we come over here to filters, like it says, I just did it on children to see which people who has which number of children, and then also income just to see where it starts fading away or seeing which certain people live. And then on page 2, we just have to see our clientele based on direction. So our income by direction, the north is has the most people with the most income, and then our number of clients are, of course, would make sense that we have the most in the north, which is 29, but just behind is 27 at northwest. But we see northwest is all the way over here in 3rd place, with south being 2nd place, but 3rd place down here. And so just by looking at that, we would know that south has more. It just has more people, higher income people than the northwest, and we can just compare that and see where everyone's is located at. And yeah, that's my solution for this challenge. Hope you enjoyed, and hope you guys have a wonderful day. See ya.